Welcome back for part 3 of this little, speculation game of the Soviet borders, comrade, before we get to Vietnam. Yeah, we're almost in Vietnam as we look over to the eastern frontier here. It's got a couple little points to touch off before we get there. Smash that like and subscribe button, god damn it, yeah, motherfucker. I won't say that too many times, just in general, if you're wondering, blah blah blah, it's an easy way to help without spending any money if you care to, if you enjoy this, if you're right. As far as donate to my Patreon, no, I charge your sanity, not your wallet. I'm not gonna I will not ask you for money. But if you care to offer any little, even just sharing this with someone, even if you're skeptical and don't fully agree, you could share it with someone and say, I'm not sure what to think about this, and they might like it, blah blah blah. That's one way you can greatly help without actually having to do anything or spend any money. Yeah, straight up. What can I do to help without having to get off my ass or do anything or spend any money? You can nuke that like and subscribe button, and that also will, if you're curious, want to keep up with any of this, blah, blah, blah. That's also a way to get notifications to the next step when the new episodes come out, blah, 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 blah. As far as I'll take that. So, yeah, we've been playing this little speculation game. What's the point? Obviously, bad things are bad, and people shouldn't do bad things. Little late, yeah, we're kind of fucking kerfuffle stuck in the middle of a big shit show, and as we transition into the modern era here, we're almost approaching the modern day. We've been going through, the last century of global warfare. Go back if you missed it. Yeah, back to World War I. I'll link the playlist, but basically, we're just getting to that point where we've crossed the threshold of where, all of the little mistakes we swept under the rug along the way, like, we just got to do whatever it takes to get this done. Damn the consequences, damn the cost. Yeah, well, those consequences and those costs are finally catching up to, the good guys and the bad guys both. To where, okay, why are we fighting? Well, your friend is enemies with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, a friend of mine and a friend of a friend of a friend of yours ain't no friend of mine, basically. We're at that point where it's... There's nowhere left to go. Yeah, we've run out of Earth to cover. Yeah, we're right back around. The East is the West. Whatever. You get it. It's like, can we hand it down the line? Yeah, no, we've come all the way around the globe. There's nowhere left. Pretty much everyone is either friends or allies with someone that one of your friends or allies doesn't like. It's kind of like high school drama shit show festival, or my girlfriend doesn't like my ex-girlfriend. Who would have fucking thought? Yeah, at least you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I guess the whole thing, with Russia and Ukraine, we'll get back to it, just saying, if anything irks me about this the most, it's, I understand each of their motives in a way, and of course, it's normal people in between that suffer for it. I've mentioned this before too. Most of the people who pay the consequence have almost nothing to do with it. Right, I mean, sure, it'd be nice if the politicians could have to duke it out themselves. Unfortunately, things are never that simple, right? And I've mentioned with people on both sides, there's more to it than just the king or just the dictator, right? They are certainly a crucial element to it. But they're not the only person making these decisions. Basically, even if you just killed the president or killed the king or whatever, that wouldn't necessarily fix the whole problem. A lot of these problems would still persist, and in a way, that could make things much more difficult if, okay, who do we talk to now? Yeah, right, we need to talk to some Nazis. Where are they? Well, yeah. They've become the fucking goddamn Scarface Al Capone mob. Yeah, the more, yeah. Right. One way or another, this tool of global communication that we have now with the internet and Twitter and all that, hey, whatever, douchebag infinitus as it may be, this is something we've never had before. Yeah, normal people in each country, the bad guys and the good guys can talk to each other on Twitter while the politicians flop dildos at each other on CNN and Glue Dobbs masturbating on the news. Whatever. He's been masturbating on the news for almost 100 years now, and god damn it, I'll give him credit for that much. So yeah, my speculation game of how would I have, accounted for the entire Russian border. Someone might get it. If I'm going to tell anyone, in the Kremlin how to manage their security, fair enough if you have a suggestion for this or that. Can you account for everything all at once? Right. If you don't have to walk a mile in the man's shoes, but at least have a sense of one way or another, for better or for worse, whether they're good, bad, or ugly, someone has to keep track of something around here, and it's a big border, even with millions of soldiers. It's not enough. Yeah, it's literally, even if you spaced them all, everyone's spread apart and cover the border, no, it's not enough. Everyone in the country, and you might be thinking, yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, if you need to know, go back and there's cartography involved. Half the country is a fucking iceberg. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, right? Yeah. Pretty. If you're Canadian, you get it. It's a lot of ice up, a lot of fucking ice, buddy. Santa's fucking Kremlin. Yeah, laugh it up. Santa's Kremlin. So, well, the smart thing to do would be diplomacy. What if we became friends with all of our bordering nations? Yeah, yeah. What if China was our friend? What if Kazakhstan was our friend? What if Ukraine was our friend? What if Ukraine's friend doesn't like Kazakhstan's friend or China's friend? Yeah. North Korea, well, they are Chinese. I mean, it's complicated. They might not like each other, but from their perspective, it's hard for the Chinese to see North Koreans as, it's their cousins. It's like the British and the Irish, basically, yeah. Oi, mate, cheers. The biggest douchebag in the world is the Irish guy next door. So from your perspective, it's a little more complicated. I might be sitting here going, why don't you just fucking nuke Ireland? Yeah, get the HMS Hood over here and bomb the Irish into oblivion. Brah, I am Irish. Yeah, basically. So yeah, I mean, some British people are cool about this. Some might be just a little nervous, like, oh, yeah, what's the polite way to handle this? Hey, that's not the worst thing you could be thinking. If you're just worried about how do I not make myself not look like more of an asshole? You might be a douchebag, but don't go hipster douchebag on me. Yeah, exactly. How do we avoid that, right? And well, what about America? Yeah. Try not to blame everything on just what. Yeah, let's all just spank Mary. Yeah. Mary Poppins, come in and spank this person. You get it. That's not going to work. Even if they deserve it, even if you're right, there's going to be more to it. Yeah, who's going to clean up the mess after Mary Poppins spanks all the children? Yeah, straight up. Someone knows what I'm talking about. So, what were we talking about now? Someone's got to keep track of something around here, and I guess, as we approach Vietnam, America's thing, if any Americans have kept up, I do have quite a few American followers at least, so they might be, on one hand, they might have been a little surprised, the Soviet perspective of the Cold War. Yeah, I've jabbed at you guys a few times, but in a way, I don't doubt most of you handle it well enough, you know what I mean? You're probably curious, what do we joke about with you guys? Oh, god damn, you might have a little things by now. You get it, though. In a way, it's like removing the mysterious fog of war, the fear of the unknown. Yeah, right? No matter how bad something is, if you know what to expect, it's not as scary as the unknown. Yeah. Ooh, they could be doing anything. Or, no, they're jerking off in a Kremlin dildo factory. Yeah, it's scary, but it's not that scary. And so again, as we explore the war crimes of the good guys, I'll fill in what I feel like for our side. God damn it, you get it. Whatever. I think people should hear both perspectives and most people agree, you get it. In a way, some Americans might have been surprised of how much I've advocated for the other republic. Yeah, the goddamn Union of States Socialist Republic, or goddamn, which one of us is more? That'll be the competition in the end. Who's more socialist? The National Socialists or the fucking Communists? Yeah, right. While the King of England is, no one look this way. Yeah. Don't worry, Mary Poppins got the extra large paddle for the King of England. You get it, though. It's like we each have reason to, some Americans might get, what are we going to do about the British? I hope they get it, too. If for all the Taliban that are listening, or whatever, you better hope at least some of them listen to any of this. I hope they start the same thing with them, removing the fog of war. Some of them aren't sure how brainwashed. Yeah, clearly everyone's brainwashed. What kind of brainwashing is it? Are they like zombies? Like, the king, whatever the king says? No, most of them don't like the president. Mostly, whatever. We make fun of the president. That most, British people are, they at least, either they mock the king or they try not to think about, there's a small group of them that it's like this cultural thing. They just, whatever, it's something. Yeah. It's awkward. It's weird. Some people are borderline robot drones, but most people aren't. Most people try to avoid any political discussion unless they feel like bitching about something one day. Or we mock them on CNN, we mock CNN on CNN, and yet still these things happen. One way or another, someone's going to be fucking up something somewhere. And I guess, right, like, you get it. If the Taliban do show up looking to 9/11 jihad your airport one day, they might think twice and be like, okay, not all these people are brainwashed zombies. They might be stupid, whatever. But, whose car do we attach this bomb to? They'll think about it a little bit more before just attaching it to the random SUV on the parking lot. They'll be like, wait, that's just a soccer mom. They'll know what a soccer mom is. And yeah, with America approaching Vietnam, right, yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking lay into you guys with this shit. I hope you see too, though. It's like, yeah, oh, here comes Maury Povich. That's the only way to move past this, guys. Yeah, whatever. Again, if it's a big, mysterious unknown, yeah, people can make up anything up to that point. You get it. People can stretch the taffy all the way to Colonel Hoppy's headquarters, straight over the Bouncin' Betty rabbit holes of fucking Colonel Hoppy. Yeah, someone's laughing. If you know, yeah, we'll finally figure out what the fuck Bouncin' Betty means. You better learn what the fuck that shit is. One of them's laughing, right? Yeah. We can both laugh when they learn what Bouncing Betty means. Yeah, straight up. Someone thinks it's a good thing. And yeah, I've mentioned before how propaganda is complicated. Even this is propaganda. Oh, no shit. It's not just the government. It's also people. It's artists. It's the news. Different, yeah. There's many different things. A lot of people worry, oh, they're hiding the truth from us. Yeah, everyone's hiding something from you. The bigger problem with trying to find the truth is that all the redundant overabundance of redundant information. You'll find 20 things that are the same, slightly different. Which one's real? Yeah, whatever, right? So I don't know. In a way, like the example here with Vietnam, yeah, there's a lot of. They made 1 million movies about it. It's kind of like World War II. What about Korea? I don't know. Did they ever actually make a normal Hollywood movie? Maybe an old movie. You know what I mean? Most people don't know anything about it because there's no movies about it. Everyone knows everything about the Nazis in Germany. What about the Soviet Union, comrade? Yeah, people don't know jack shit about the rest of maybe if the Japanese. Yeah, the Japanese, motherfucker. You don't doubt everyone in America was 10 times more scared of the Japanese than the Nazis. You don't doubt half of them were like, maybe we should call the Nazis and ask them for help with the Japanese. Yeah. I hope the Japanese can laugh at this. Yeah, America was fucking terrified. Yeah, don't worry, guys. In the end, this will be a good thing if it's less mysterious. What are they up to over there? Jerking off in a dildo factory of some kind. Yeah, laugh it up. It's happening everywhere. Anyway, so, okay, coming around back to my map, my speculation game here, I'm going to elaborate on certain things as we come back to them. So, right, it's like, well, I'm trying to be as thorough as I can without getting too side-railed. Basically, like, with the Middle East there, right, it's like, when we get back to the Gulf War is when I can fill in the rest of the details, the notes I have, and speculate on from there. God damn it, the Rob Reiner disclaimer. As I speculate, educated guesses on who, what would I have done? How would I have handled this? I try to avoid going too far in one direction guessing, because that's kind of my etiquette in this. Yeah. To avoid getting, anything could happen. What's more likely, basically? Yeah. Do you think do you think it sounds too crazy? Basically, at what point are you going to stop and be like, this guy is, he's crazy, but he's too crazy, right? At what point do you have to start asking, how crazy is this man? So, in a way, this is the easier part for me to speculate on. Yeah, the Western Front with the Europe there is the most complicated. That's the fucking Austrian soap opera fucking drama, the 100 millionth episode of the same Austrian soap opera going on. Yeah, it's complicated. The Middle East, it's complicated, but less so because there's less countries involved. Most of them are... In a way, I feel like I understand the motives in the Middle East more than the motives in Europe. Again, because that's more like a drama soap opera, like who's banging whose cousin today. I try not to think about it too much. With here, it's like, okay, there's a few different groups of crazy Muslims, and there's a few groups of crazy Christian jihadists in America, whatever, our cultures have a lot in common. As I go to the east side here, China, the communist China, that's going to be complicated. In a way, this is the easiest part. There's really only 2 countries that we need to be on good terms with, China and Kazakhstan. We looked at Kazakhstan last time, that was some of the, I went further in there. In a way, that would be one of the easiest countries to negotiate with. Not, you know what I mean? It's like, brah, let's get real with each other. Neither of us wants... If you cause a problem here, it could cause a lot of problems for you. If I cause a problem here, it's like, your one chance to, do things, whatever. If at any point they are to, make up for this in any way, that would be a really stupid thing to do. That's like drunk driving while you're on probation. It's like, brah, can't you just fucking keep your dick in a drawer for a week? Or, right. That's when even most Russians would be like, this is too fucking much, right? It's kind of like the nuking Slovakia thing. It's like, where are we going to drop these nukes? Careful, yeah, even whatever. It would be hard to explain to people one way or another. It would be like nuking Britain. Yeah, the Americans are thinking if you just fucking destroy Britain, even some Americans would be, yeah, that would be hard to explain to people in America. Because they're not aliens, they're our cousins. It's your douchebag cousin Tony. Yeah, someone's got to explain this to Grandma. And so, whatever, as we get back into this, I hope most of you can appreciate on either side. Yeah, those evil communist alien Muslims on Mars on the other side of the world. In the end, your worst enemy is usually your cousin next door. Yeah, the Irish and the English. Yeah, fucking America and Canada or whatever. Japan and fucking China. Yeah, North Korea and South Korea. Fucking Afghanistan and Iran, or you know what I mean. Fucking Jordan, Syria, Gaza, nuke dome crisis with Israel. Yeah. The worst, Russia and Ukraine, yeah, the people who are the most similar, in the end, we end up fighting our fucking douchebag cousin right next door. I bitch at the British more than anyone because they speak my language. They understand every fucking ridiculous, maybe not Colonel Hoppy, they're still figuring out Colonel Hoppy, but anything to do with King Henry or fucking douchebag infinitus, whatever, they get, yeah. Right. It might not, you might be thinking, what's this guy talking about? Yeah, go ask a British man in Bristol, and yeah, he'll tell you all about it. He doesn't know who do I ask about Colonel Hoppy? You're gonna have to go ask John Wayne in America. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. So, yeah, kind of like coming back to it as it happens, I covered a lot of what I know about the politics when the Korean War situation right before this. Yeah, that war technically never ended. It was on ceasefire, and technically the war lasted into the modern day. They only officially ended it like a few years ago. And I guess, yeah, as I preach at America for Vietnam, the main thing, yeah, well, what's the moral of the story? If I could fit it in a meme, on one hand, I hope you can see America, this is when Americans themselves were the most vocal about, protesting the Vietnam War in the 60s. Even soldiers were doing it when they got back and all this shit. It's when America finally started thinking, like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this right now. Right. We'll get into Reaganomics and that, but they already have a perspective on this to start drawing from. Yeah, the real hippies. Yeah, you get what I mean. Hip to the establishment, motherfucker. I'm just saying, well, what's the most pertinent preaching? Yeah. Again, obviously, yeah, violence is bad. I just mean, if you're going to the other side of the world, it's hard to blame the Vietnamese, the Viet Cong, for defending Vietnam. What else are they supposed to do? Yeah, right. It's hard to blame someone for being an idiot in that situation. Sure, some of them probably did some really stupid shit. Yeah, it was it their imperative? It was your imperative to go there, and right, it was your imperative to go to the other side of the world and start shooting people. Maybe you had a good reason, maybe someone deserved it. Just keep it in mind when judging the evil communist Viet Cong. Well, even, yeah, I don't doubt you, of all people, some crusty old veterans thinking too, like, obviously they had, their own reasons for doing things. Kind of like with you guys, they're not all just brainwashed by an evil dictator. Oh, do whatever he says. No, it's half of them don't want to talk about it. Half of them are, yeah, you get it. And the real stinger for this, the fucking, epic drama twist in the soap opera here. Some of them, I don't know how this sounds, but in my opinion, this marks the end of America actually winning wars. Yeah, how many of these wars did you actually win? Yeah, World War II, yeah, after that, after Japan. I'm just saying, like, okay, the Korean War turned into a ceasefire that turned into a stalemate. Yeah, no one won that war. Vietnam, yeah, that could be, a lot of them might think that's the war that we lost, we didn't win or lose or whatever. Yeah, it was not a victory. Yeah, none of these wars are, yeah, from this point forward, it's like one weird stalemate. What about Iraq? Yeah, what about Iraq? Fucking Mohinder's SS Waffen or what? We'll get to it. Right, it's like, you get it. Even if you're kicking ass and chewing bubblegum and fucking goddamn Sarge is blowing motherfuckers out of the sky with a rocket launcher, did we win? Yeah, what flag are they using? Yeah, Vietnam still has a communist Chinese flag. Yeah, straight up. Iraq has a fucking Stahlhai Torpedo Waffen Raketen flag of some kind. Yeah, if they're still flying the enemy flag and the people there still hate you, right. Did you actually win? Did you actually defeat the Taliban or the Viet Cong or the communists? Or, yeah, all these enemies still exist, and now it's, yeah, no wonder, right. Just think about that too. Obviously, yeah, it would be very difficult to defeat America. Even America might be terrified of a little island on the other side of the world, yeah. So yeah, let's cap off my speculation game of, before everything got that crazy, my basic, introductory plan of how should we defend our massive border. The only thing we can do, at least back then or whatever, realistically, is try to be on, reasonable terms with most of our neighbors. Sure, maybe it might be impossible for everyone to like us, but if enough of them are at least, neutral with us, whatever. Might be thinking, what about Mongolia? Go ask the Mongolians. It's kind of like Switzerland or whatever, the sleazy gray middleman douchebag. Yeah, back in the day, we were both, they were the terror, the Mongolian nightmare horde, and we were the Roman nightmare horde. And yeah, now we're both like not as high up the scale. But I mean, think about it. It's almost like I'm getting too old for this shit. Is it really worth it? Like, is there a difference between owning that country or turning that country into my country? In the end, it's the same people living there, the same cities. Right, China technically could conquer Mongolia. They might feel like they have an imperative to. Yeah, they sure deserve it, but I mean, the people there now don't deserve it. Yeah, I'm sorry, my grandpa was a dick. In the end, they have helped both of us communicate, basically. If nothing else, the Mongolians are, Chinese are mostly Mongolian, and there are a lot of Mongolian and Chinese living in the east side of Russia. You might get, this is beyond mere politics or Glue Dobbs masturbating on CNN. He's whatever. They're right next door. The people have their own relationship. It's kind of like Canada and America. Even if a lot of people are skeptical or ooh, whatever, yeah, there's a lot of weird soap opera going on with who's banging whose cousin. They're still banging each other's cousins. I'm just saying, yeah, literally, you are my cousin, brah. Yeah. The people themselves have their own relationships. There are members of families living on either side of that border. My cousin lives in China. My brother lives in Russia. My cousin's American. My mom's American. Yeah, you get it. So even one way or another, that relationship already exists. And even with media and propaganda, if I did start making Soviet propaganda, comrade, talking about the evil Chinese communists, yeah, it wouldn't work here because half of them are Chinese communists. They're Russian Chinese communists. And be like, what? What's wrong with the Chinese communists? I'm a Russian Chinese. Yeah, right. I could make propaganda about the evil Canadians, but only the people in America could only take it so seriously. And yeah, I can only speculate so far on what's going on in China. But, before everything got this nuts, at least, it made sense for both of us. It's like both of us are in a much better position knowing that the other one isn't going to invade our back door, basically. Yeah, I'm on their back door, they're on my back door. Yeah, can we put our back doors against each other so that I don't have to worry about you breaking this door down and you don't have to worry about breaking that door down? Of course, there's trading involved. Look at that tiny gap between Mongolia and Kazakhstan. Yeah, let's keep this tiny bridge over here so if we need to trade or, if people need to go back and forth, they can get through here instead of having to go all the way around Mongolia. In a way, I feel like that's more in Mongolia's favor. From Mongolia's perspective, they only have to deal with two countries. Yeah, they can deal with China, they can deal with Russia. What about Kazakhstan? Are they trapped? I'm sure if a Mongolian wants to go to Kazakhstan, he's got options. He can go through China or Russia, and he knows more about either of us. He speaks both of our languages better than we do. You get it. It's like the Latin douchebag inspector, the Mongolian douchebag inspector. You're all speaking Latin, you're all Mongolian, whatever. It's like, yeah, he could go through China, and most Chinese people wouldn't notice. He could go through Russia, and his language is, so similar to ours. You get it. The Mongolian language is very similar to the Russian language. Yeah, no shit, dog. So, like I said, I mean, on a political level, this is almost the simplest. Yeah, we already have a relationship with China. We both helped each other in World War II. The people are already aware of this on a personal level. So regardless of the Soviet propaganda or the Chinese communist propaganda, it's too late. It's much harder to unlearn something. The potential is already there for this sort of, frenemy, even if some people don't like each other. Yeah, my douchebag cousin next door. They're inclined to try to cooperate with each other unless they have a good reason not to. Yeah, unless it is imperative, unless we have no other option. Right. We could fight each other. What am I going to gain by doing it? If I conquer China, you ask the Mongol. Yeah, straight up, the Mongolian will be the first one to tell you. Yeah, we already did that. And in the end, it's easier to just, I'm going to live between China and Russia, and you guys can do whatever the fuck you have to. As long as I'm on good terms with both of you, no one can invade me. Yeah, it's like the Iron Curtain. They already have their Iron Curtain set up. If China gets invaded, they can help China. If Russia gets invaded, they can decide or decide not to help one or the other. Right. it might be a bad choice, but they have many options. You get it? Yeah, they will have time to make an informed decision on the matter, as opposed to everything that's ever happened in history. And I mean, looking right next to it back at Kazakhstan, hypothetically, if China and Russia were enemies, yeah, that would be a precarious situation for this upper Middle East here. That means, oh yeah, Stasi or Nazi, yeah, whose side are you on? Right, think about it. If we're both allies, do you really want to fuck? Yeah, if you fuck with either of us, we're both gonna fuck you over for it. If we're enemies, oh, if you fuck him over, I'll help you. Yeah, right. It's like this frontier would be much more difficult for either of us to deal with. In that case, it would be if we're friends and if we both tell them we're on the same team. Do you guys want to be on our team too? Yeah, that's much easier for both of us. Right. It's like the domino effect, one doing the other. So I want to think about these things. And I mean, realistically, on a political level, it's like, well, who's your best friend? Yeah. God damn it, China. Realistically, it's the one person they can't afford to fuck over. Not just because they might invade you or everything, trading, politics, the whole frontier. It's like, yeah, make a choice. You're going to have to fight one of these people. It's the last person I would want to start a big war with, because it would be the most people would die, basically. Regardless of who wins or loses, it would cause the most destruction and suffering and death and etc. So even if the Ukrainians are our cousins, yeah, the Irish and the English, buddy, oi mate, cheers. In the end, we'll end up fighting the Ukrainians. Because it's, oh my god, right? It's like, yeah, I'm speculating. Yeah, I don't know exactly why. That's my introductory speculation. And again, like the thing with Kazakhstan, even if we don't know each other well, we just want to be mutual associates. That writes itself. If we're already buddies with China, yeah, that's my best friend right over there. Oh, really? Okay, you guys are like actually friends. Yeah, maybe we should probably, yeah, as Kazakhstan should probably be, reasonably friendly to both of us. And yeah, I don't know if you get along well with the Taliban in Afghanistan. Yeah, do you want to hang out with the Taliban in Afghanistan? The fucking revolution in Iran? Or hang out with us here. Yeah. It makes this a lot simpler. So again, the only part of this screen that's really complicated is the European front. One way or another, the Finland, we talked about Finland before. Even if we owned Finland, it would be sketchy. In a way, I want to keep my FSB border behind it. Right. Ukrainians might get it. It's like they're the most essential pillar of our defense network. Yeah. In a way, Russia needs Ukraine more than anyone. Yeah, it's like we really need your help to manage security over here. Which is why, I mean, god damn it, even if there are, it might have made some political sense to, do something about the situation with Ukraine. I feel like this was a bad way to go about it. Like, sure, some military action may have been necessary. Maybe they had to take that one Donbass fucking Crimea region. Yeah, another Crimean war. The way they went about it seems like such a panic reaction. It's like, we just need to put down all that matters is killing those damn Nazis or whatever. Just put down that threat. It seems more like a panic overreaction to some random hostility. Like, god damn it, as opposed to even if it was a bad idea, they could have, I don't know, man. I'm speculating too much. Sorry, I got to stop myself before I go too far. But they might get it one way or another. Their value as that's the one part of Europe that is necessary for us to have any, either influence with or over, or if we can't be friends, we might be enemies. Nowhere else in this Eastern Front can we have that sort of, right, we can, Finland, I need your help to deal with Finland, buddy. Yeah, god damn it. At this point, if they become best friends, if Finland and Ukraine are best friends, yeah, how many options do we have left here? Either way, one of you might get being aware of these little things. Yeah. Well, why would that be a problem if Finland and you? Yeah. What kind of relationship would? Yeah. If you know enough by now about our relationship with Finland from before, if you know about crazy Mr. Burns and the Austro-Hungarian Empire, oh, Austrians are Hungarian. Yeah. Knowing these things can give you a lot of insight into how should we respond. It doesn't tell you what to do. It doesn't tell you the right answer. But I know what we shouldn't do. I know what the wrong answer is. I know what the bad result is. Yeah, we don't want the Austrians getting into Hungary, or we don't. God damn it! If Ukrainians and Finns become best friends, things will get more complicated for us here. This could be a big step backwards. I'm just thinking, even if this military action in Ukraine was decisive victory, even if they just went in and fucking it's still, okay, now you've got 5-6 other countries. There's 5 more Mexicos surrounding, you know what I mean? This whole game of trying to get a cushiony buffer zone around your border. Yeah, now that just got even more... if they're not cooperative, if it's not, in both of our best interests, if they are resisting this, Nazi occupation, or what, you get it. At that point, that's what it's like. And then it's like, that can be the example with France in World War II. Some of them might think, oh, too bad we didn't have much chance to do anything. Bro, you guys were in the middle of fucking jihad the whole time. You get it. There was, military action in and around France from the resistance groups. The amount of damage they were able to do under occupation was almost more than what most other people were able to do from, from a cushier position. Yeah, by the time they got there, yeah. Like, even just expending resources and manpower on managing the situation. Yeah, if the enemy goes broke, yeah. God damn it. There are many ways to win or lose or stalemate a war. Again, with America, did you win this war or did you waste billions of dollars and get nowhere? Yeah, wasting trillions of dollars and getting nowhere. Yeah, that's where it starts. Yeah, let's get into the details. Speaking of France, yeah, everyone's waiting. Yeah, France is waiting. This is the one situation where everyone can say, wait a minute. France owns Vietnam, a French Indochina. Yeah, let's do one of those fucking wacky tourism commercials. I hope you guys can appreciate how I go about doing this. I could turn it into British propaganda, mate. Fucking this creepy weirdo likes to... Yeah, no. Or we can... those commercials where it's like tourism resorts in Thailand? Yeah. I know why people go to Thailand. Yeah, straight up. French Indochina. Yeah, where's that pamphlet I had for that resort in Thailand or Taiwan? Here we go. Indochina Francesca. Yeah. Is that in French? Yeah, what the hell good is this? Well, if it's in French, yeah, get it straight for... Yeah, how do I know this is the real one? Well, if you're looking for what France was doing, you might be... If it wasn't in French, yeah, would you not be more skeptical? Right, the fact that it's in French, and it's from France, about France, in the French Polynesia... Yeah, goddamn motherfuckers. Right. And... to be fair, the first thing I noticed looking at this, Japan. I don't doubt France helped some of them, when the Japanese came, you get it. This is always more complicated than you think. Even if there was slavery 100 years ago, at this point, the douchebag infinitus is still hanging out there. Yeah, when the Japanese show up, the whole world is fucking screaming bloody hell and murder. Laugh it up, guys. Whatever, this one little island made the whole world shit its pants overnight. To where even the French and the British are getting phone calls like, hi, buddy, you're my good friend. Yeah, straight up King of England. Brah, you want to help me with this? Yeah. So, again, that means not just propaganda. Before they had a chance to see Glue Dobbs masturbating on CNN, some of these people are already friends with some of those people. Yeah. In the end, who are you going to trust more than fucking Napoleon douchebag infinitus hanging out over there? Right, and then if there's another invasion, it's like, oh, brah, yeah, can you help me? This is a little different. This is not a foreign occupation. This is natives trying to reclaim their home. Right, not all of them agree with this. The rich people that are in charge might be in favor of the other rich people being in charge of this. What about all the poor people? Yeah. God damn it, motherfucker. And yeah, even some crusty old Americans might be thinking, yeah. Did the Vietnamese invade Vietnam? Yeah, did the Viet Cong invade Vietnam? Right. There might be some crazy political turmoil going on from here to Thailand to Taiwan. If the people, yeah, they're Chinese, it's part of China. Their flag, the flag of China, the big star with the little stars around it. Yeah, look at their flag. We're one of those stars, brah. We're the. God damn it, that flag could not be more self-descriptive compared to this flag. Clearly, someone there wants to make it loud and clear that yeah, brah, we're one of those stars, buddy. And I hope that's clear enough. Again, I could Google an article about it, or just looking at these flags. You could be saying, oh, the communists, and yeah, the communist Viet Cong invaded Vietnam. If China wanted to take Vietnam as, ooh, China wants that because they're Chinese, would it not be a part of China? Or would they say, yeah, you're your own star? Yeah, you get it? It's like, who wants to be one of our stars? We're hoping you can all be one of these stars. One of these states around us that can help protect us. We can help protect you. It's kind of like what we're doing. They're almost trying to follow that example where it's like, yeah, ideally you could be our best friend right next door. And if someone invade, yeah, nice little buffer zone against whatever is going on over there. Not everyone's going to agree with it, but it's, no matter how you cut it, it's like, this is the better outcome, I think. Yeah, what's better? Having them be one of your top star? Yeah, fucking, I'm the, whatever, your go-to guy, or fucking strangle foothold where turn into, you know what I mean? You're just giving them 100 more reasons you're giving ammunition to hipster douchebags or people who want to bitch about it, people who want to make up conspiracies about alien lizard man. Yeah, you're giving them all they need to do that, as opposed to, trying to, encourage them to at least think that this is a better idea than the alternative. So America might get too, okay, when you guys first heard about this in the 50s or 60s, we're just getting to a point where global communication is convenient, sort of. Yeah, there's still no internet. Even at this point, getting, information back and forth between Europe and America, it's not instant. And it's like, for most normal Americans' perspectives, oh, the French need our help. Yeah, most of the rest of the world might not be aware of this fine distinction. Yeah, if they said, oh, Britain needs our help again, oh, the British, the King of England, when they hear, oh, we're helping France, most of them are much more inclined to help France without asking too many questions. It's where they get their democracy from, the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, most Americans like France more than England just on a political level. Yeah, if you had to trust the president of France or the King of England, yeah, the president will probably trust that president more than the king. And I guess one more thing to cap off about the, you guys want to be our top star. To me, that's, sure, you might be thinking short term, like, all we have to do is do this. Yeah, we've seen how that turns out. Try to think more long term. Even if you did successfully control this territory, aha, you're ours now. Everyone else, yeah, what does that say to everyone else? The next time something like this happens, oh, we know what they're going to do. Yeah, you guys want to be our top star? You get it. It makes diplomacy easier in the future to say, well, yeah, if you look at what happened with Vietnam, yeah, there was a horrible, nasty, bloody war there. In the end, they're our top star. Yeah, right next door, buddy. Whatever. Yeah, you get it. Hypothetically, it's like it sets that example more so than whatever political rhetoric you want to jargon on. If there is self-evident, recent history saying it is very possible to become our good friend as opposed to us controlling you, depending on how this goes about. Again, like back to the thing with the Ukraine, if there had been more time to discuss these things between more individuals, I don't doubt a lot of normal Russians and normal Ukrainians could have agreed on some neutral terms, a neutral zone between the two, anything. Maybe we need to carve out a little buffer zone between the two of us. Do we need a temporary, ceasefire agreement? Yeah, we might need to do some crazy political gymnastics with temporary treaties and cut off trade, and we might need to kick Ukrainians out of Russia and kick Russians out of Ukraine. There's a lot of crazy shit that might have needed to be done. Instead, it's like, yeah, it's too late for any of that shit, right? It's like, God damn it. I'm not going to say that no one thought far enough ahead, but that's the folly in so many of these situations. Oh, there's a crisis. We need to do something about it. Before doing whatever it takes, try anything else.